Hello everyone, welcome to the round 2 trades VCC video. We've already had a game played, so yeah, couldn't do it earlier because of work reasons. So yeah, we've already had Carlton lose to Hawthorn, and just going to go through a few Supercoach relevant players. Well, first, George Hewitt, 123. Maybe he was one of the mid prices we should have been considering, but no, probably not. But anyway, he had a good game. Tom de Koning, 104. Probably a lot of people would have vice captained him. I didn't, and he's in my team. But 104, probably would be expecting more, but he's still turned up there. Adam Chera, he's one of my players, 113. Yep, happy with that. Who else got here? Cripps, 108. I think he was on fire early, but he slowed down. Who else we got here? We've got Camporeale subbed off at 3/4 time, 52. Bloody hell. Oh, I'm going to be stressing about all these rookies. They're all sub-risks, it seems, whether it be green vest or red vest. Charlie Curnow, oof, jeez, 20. He didn't do much. Why not sub him off? Clearly wasn't, he didn't look fit to me at all. What does it say here? Yeah, did not look match fit at any stage. 5 touches. Wowee. Anyway, over to Hawthorn. John Newcomb had a big game, 149. He didn't, as the Skodfather would say, he didn't bring his pillow and blankets have a sleep on the MCG tonight. Who else we got here? Sicily, 99. He was swung forward a bit, which is why I didn't pick him. I wanted him all pre-season, but for that reason I didn't pick him. Will Day, disappointing, 76 for owners. I am a non-owner. Meek, 90, probably disappointing if you have him at R1 or R2. Well, where else would you have him? Well, flex, I guess. And who else is there? Dylan Moore, 57. He's dropped to 57, a low score. One of those low scores that he's prone to do, but he could come out and score a 150 the next week. So I probably wouldn't get him yet, but he's one I'll be looking at some stage of the year. All right, so now that that's done, I'm going to look at some team sheets. All right, let's have a look. We've got Footscray in Buku Hamas, Huskabaga. So, with the injured O'Donnell and injured Cleary, we're looking at a rookie. Judd Bustlinger, he's still not in. I believe he's an emergency. And we got Jordan DeGoey, Mason Cox coming in. So, DeGoey, he comes into the middle, so that probably hurts Perryman even more. Actually, I should go over my trades. I traded out Perryman, and I traded out Satis. And I've brought in SDK in the backline, and I've brought in Bailey Smith, or Smith. All right, so yeah, they're my trades for the week. Still got a boost up my sleeve, and I still got about 60k or something, I believe, up in the bank. So yeah, we'll look at that in a sec. All right, so Essendon, 99k rookie Thomas Edwards comes in. He'd be in for Langford, who's out for 4 to 6. So I'm not going to bring him in. He's going to play obviously his first game. Then hopefully if he stays in the side, he'll play next week. Then he has a bye. So we're going to have a look at him after the bye. See if he's selected. Hopefully get a nice couple of price rises out of him. No change to the Crows, and why would you? All right, got Christian Moraes. I think he's like a winger, in for Finlayson. And we've got a couple of debutants. Jeez. We want to wait for the debutants to debut. What the hell was that? We want them coming later for some downgrade options. But I reckon Fawcett maybe just comes in for Tom Lynch, who's suspended for 1 game. Be interesting to see Caleb Smith. Geelong, no change. Oh, Rossline, what are you doing? Harry Boyd omitted, so that probably means Marshall's, I'd say, be named in the ruck and play a bit of ruck. Yep, so that's not what we wanted. We wanted Rowan Marshall to get some forward time, so he could get that forward DPP, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Also, Anus Hasty is being dropped. I think, he was looking good, I think, in the first half against Adelaide. And then he got subbed out. and now he's out completely. Bloody hell! He must have I don't know, must have run over Ross Lyon's cat or something. And no disrespect, but someone like, where is he? Zach Jones, where is he? Bloody hell, he must have like naked pictures of Ross Lyon or something. I don't know. Oh my god. Yeah, so a bit worrying here. Reece Stanley is an emergency, but surely you can't go back there. Surely not. Come on, Chris Scott. All right, so then there's the Brisbane Lions and West Coast. These are just squads, I'd say. Yeah. Okay, so we won't look too much into these. Bo Allen, hold off that debut just a couple of weeks. Come on, I want that minus 12 in a few weeks' time, okay? And then we got Melbourne. Actually, let's look at these extended benches. Who plays here? You got... Levi Ascroft on the bench. So, got to watch out to see if he's the sub. I doubt it. Okay. Dara Joyce. And then you got West Coast. You got Elijah Hewitt on the extended bench. So, you had Ryan Marrick as the sub last week. Bailey Williams. Could he come in and take some ruck time from Flynn? Okay. Yeah, so just got to keep an eye out on the AFL app and see, 45 minutes before the game and see who's the sub. Charlie Spargo. Oh, Charlie Spargo's back. Aiden Johnson's out suspended. Oh, damn. He was looking all right. Hopefully he can come back in. Might hold him for now. No one really of interest here. Actually, go to the North Melbourne. Where is my man? Jack Henderson is named at the half forward flank 99k rookie. Yeah, you beauty. All right, so hopefully he can hold his spot. And one that I'm looking at to getting next week, I'll be watching this guy very closely, Xavier Lindsay. I'll bring him in next week because I don't want to use a boost if I don't have to. I want to use my boosts while I'm upgrading because I'm quite happy with my rookies at the moment, except for Anus Hasty. Alright, so yeah, it might be next week, Hasty for Lindsay, because I've got the coin to do that. North Melbourne. One we're looking at as well is, where is he? Constanti, where is he? Is he still in? Oh, there it is. Jacob Constantine. That's not his name. Costanti. Well, unless that's a completely different player, which I don't think it is. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Jacob Constantine. No, Jacob Constanti. Who the hell wrote Constantine? Must have been autocorrect or something. Anyway. Alright, and Shy Bolton's in. McInerney out suspended, so does that help? Your Paytons, your Bices. Anus Sheldrick. He's back. Well, maybe not. What? Ben Patton. I am Patton. Surely someone... Oh, geez, I hope someone's getting fired for this blunder. All right, enough of that. On to the team. All right, so here's the team. So we've got 68.9k left. So next week we can possibly do Hasty if he's not selected next week, or maybe regardless, to Xavier Lindsay, and then put Xavier Lindsay on field for Hewitt. Then, yeah, I'll be pretty happy with all my mid-rookies, because I've got O'Driscoll, he's doing well, Ashcroft, Nevitz, yeah, so they should provide some pretty good on-field scores. Sorry, it's late, okay? I've had a long day. So from the back line, Zorko, Sheasel, Short. There's DeConing at D5. Trainer. Actually, I'm surprised that O'Connell got selected after scoring a 28. I was actually thinking, Zach Reed plays first, so if Zach Reed scores well, I'll sub O'Connell on. But yeah, he's playing. What's the bet? He'll be the sub. Ross is going to screw us there. My vice captain going to be Rosie against Richmond. And captain, I'm backing Lockie Neal to bounce back. He's not going to score a 141. Oh, sorry, 141. He's not going to score a 41. More likely a 141 against the Eagles at the Gabba. Loves playing against the Eagles. Loves playing at the Gabba. Put them both together with a bad week last week. I think that's a recipe for a big score from Lockie. Come on, I'm backing you. All right, so next week. So I've also had a look at next week. So yeah, like I said before, might do hasty to what's his name, Lindsay, and I'm keeping an eye on another St Kilda player, Max Hall. So yeah, we'll see maybe like one of my worst performing rookies, maybe even a Johnson if he's not selected the following week. Maybe select him or something like that. But we'll look into that next week. All right, so how many have I got here? So we've had a pretty good start. We've had Ochera, 115, and we've had De Koning, a 104. So we're on 217 with two players. All right, so best 18. How many players have I got that could go 100? All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, he's already got 100. 9. Driscoll, I'm going to say no. Ashcroft against the Eagles could. 10. Never against the Saints. Saints were absolutely shocking. But maybe we'll go 80. Give them both 80s. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And 17. So 17 players that could have scored over 100. So, I might just take one of these rookie scores. And, yeah, we should be having a good week, I think. Alright, so that will be the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you're going. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!